What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Tonight we got a special live guest up, and it's all gold. Brino Royce, how you doing this
Yes,
evening, man?
sir. I'm great. I'm always great. How are you?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. It's been a great day. Nice weather out for a change. It ain't been kind of cold no more. It's starting to get. This is my weather, man. I get loose. I get warmed up.
No, I actually prefer the cold. That's the time of the year when the bugs go back to hell where they belong.
Well, that part I understand, and I agree with that. But I move better in warmer weather. Don't get old, man. That's what happens when you get old.
Never.
That's that's what that is. Cody Gibbs already chiming in. He said, "Fellas, what's up, Cody Gibbs? How you doing,
My God, yes, sir.
dude?" So controversy surrounding things right now, but we're gonna keep that off the table
Yeah, please
because
do. Please do.
I've already had people chiming in on this. I've had people in my messenger texting me directly, calling me directly. Hey man, we want to know about this. We want to know about that. We want to know about that. Man, y'all need to sit the hell down. We're not talking about this. There was an exclusive letter sent earlier today.
That's
Why are
correct.
you
Yes,
gonna
sir.
why are you gonna ask me and then attempt to ask my guest, who's very busy? Why would you attempt to ask us these sort of questions when you've already been told where it's at? Like why? Why are you getting in on this now? It's insane to me. All right, so Brianna Nicole chimed in. She said, "I'm a fan of Brino Royce. Everybody, Brianna, is a fan of Brino Royce. We know you're the number one fan though, so that's awesome. So let's see here. What we're aiming to do is we're aiming to make sure everybody gets all the information that they want. So we're going to allow the fans to chime in. We're going to allow everybody to talk whatever they want to talk about. But understand that Mr. Royce is only going to answer certain questions and he's only going to speak on whatever he wants to speak on. So if you hear him say next, just forget it because it's not happening. Man, look, last night we had Bryce on here,
We
and I
did.
mean, he was running y'all down.
I mean,
Talking
I guess they don't have much press training down in Georgia. It looked
right,
like he's never been in front of a camera in his life. I really felt bad for him. It got awkward at a couple points. He just doesn't, I guess, know enough words, but whatever.
right. Uh, that's kind of the weird thing that happens, right? You expect an interview to be conducted. You expect everything to go nice and smooth. It was very weird. He was very short with his answers, not a lot of information. It's almost like they're trying to keep something a secret. It was very odd.
I mean, I don't know. These guys are supposed to be like the I guess the best of their state, the great state of Georgia. But I wasn't too impressed with his interview last night.
Gotcha. I wasn't either. Brian Sis chimed in. He said, "What's up, guys? It's an honor to be with both of you this evening. Well, thank you for joining us, Mr. Sisk. Uh, hopefully, we'll see you very soon as well." Nona King has chimed in. Brino, looking forward to seeing you wrestle Friday. Very cool. And well, speaking of shit, it's diarrhea. Bryce Cannon has joined the chat. He said, "You must not have press training. Your video is not even horizontal."
That's my first time seeing a cannon without balls. It's crazy.
Uh, that's that's pretty comical. Could he alliterate what he's saying? Sounds like a bunch of mumbling,
Does he mean articulate
or or does he mean pronunciate
or
or
enunciate?
enunciate? There could be a lot there. There could be a plethora of things there. Uh,
Does he?
not
I know
quite
more
sure what
words
he
than you,
means.
kid. Quit it.
Yeah. Anyway, so this Friday night, we're looking at the Welford Pavilion, man. The home
That's
of Brino
correct.
Royce, the home of All
That's
Gold,
correct.
as the AWL heavyweight champion, and the rest of King Enterprises, that being Luka Daniels,
Yes, sir.
AJ Frost himself.
Yes, sir.
You guys will be teaming up to take on the Exotic Youth. Now, we heard from Mr. Cannon. Unfortunately, we haven't heard from the other two members of the Joe Exotic Youth. Um, and I don't understand. They say they've been all over the place. If they've been everywhere, why haven't we heard of them?
Well, I will say honestly, I'm very much looking forward to this match. This will be the biggest challenge that King Enterprises has faced as a team up to date. I mean, we've never had to face a group of folks more tight knit than these boys. We have never had to face a group that has lasted, not even lasted longer, but existed longer than we have. So they very well may have some chemistry that we might not even have anything for. So I'm very much looking forward to that challenge and seeing what it's going to be like.
All right. It's
Now, do I
also
doubt that we're going to win? No, but I am looking forward to that challenge.
it's also 6-man tag competition, which is not exactly something that we see very often in this region.
Yeah, for sure.
You see intergender matches, in my opinion, more often than you see 6-man tag team matchups.
Yeah, it is a little weird. You don't see a bunch of six men in the southeast, but I mean, I'm excited to do it. I'm
I
excited to
can,
bring more money in my pocket, more money in the Luca and AJ's pocket. I mean, I'm
you know,
ready
of
to do it.
course. Now, I do have an idea as to why you don't see it very often.
What's that, Ron?
Well, the idea behind that would be a 6-man tag team matches 6 men in one match. That's 6 payouts in one match. So you're not going to find very many promoters or companies who are willing to shell out that kind of coin for the entertainment value to present to its fans. Whereas we are seeing that out of AWL and Jimmy Ward, Gavin Tyler, and Casey Leanne. We're seeing that from them.
Yeah,
They're putting their money where
Jimmy.
their mouth is.
Jimmy is for sure not afraid to try something new, and I appreciate that more than anything. Because it's easy to get scared and not do something, and then years later wish, well, I wish I would have did that. Jimmy will never have to say that. If he has an idea in his head, he's gonna try it. And I mean, that's the kind of person you want to put yourself around if you're somebody like me, somebody like King Enterprises in general.
Right. We'll take this time to catch up on the comments. Brianna Nicole said, "Congrats on becoming AWL champion. I'm proud of you."
Well,
Uh,
thank you.
Cody Gibbs said, "Brino greater than Bryce."
That's correct.
And then Brian says, "King Enterprises will once again reign supreme this Friday night."
These are some geniuses we got on the show tonight.
Oh, this is true. We have a great audience in here this evening. Very intellectual people. Much more talkative than last night's group. Let's see here. Timothy Godfrey said, "Congratulations on your title win at AWL."
Thank you,
Well,
my friend.
Timmy, you should have been there. And Brandon Lamb with Gilkey Screwjob. All right, we've already told you about this. Gilkey Screwjob. We've already told you this is not being discussed. You can go hit your thumbs all over your phone and look online and see what you can find, but you're not going to be seeing any correspondence other than what was already said because what was said was simply enough. I get that it had to be said, Brandon Lamb. However, sorry.
Hey,
So anyway,
everybody gets one. That was his one for the show.
Yeah, that was his one.
Not
I
everybody
don't.
individually now, just from the audience. We're done with it now.
Oh, just the one. Okay, well then we better hope that at least one other person that doesn't have the uh quantum physics rolling around in his brain to comprehend that. But eventually he will be in there. Let's see here. Ray Cole has chimed in. He has said,
My
"Brino Royce, my
dog.
dude for life."
Yes, sir. That's my best friend right there.
We go. I have a feeling when we make it up north, we're gonna have to sit down at a fine Italian restaurant somewhere
For sure.
right there where the food is real good and get a plate.
With Ray all day.
That's right. Well, I call him Ray Cole because he always says the same thing about Adam Cole. So I
For
find that to
sure.
be amusing. Anyway, man, so talk us through a couple of things here. AJ Frost's been around for a while. AJ Frost is actually, in my opinion, doing some of the best work of his career these last couple years.
AJ has been a champion as long as I've known him. It doesn't matter what promotion we were at, what state we were in, as long as I've known him, he's had a championship. So AJ has really helped me just become pretty much the icon I am right now. He was the first guy I pretty much knew when I broke in. My third ever match was a tag match with him and Ricky Morton. Third match ever in the ring with Ricky. As long as I've known AJ, he's been a good role model to look up to, good vet to go advice for, and he's always, always, always had a title. Like, that's my guy.
Okay, like I say, the last couple of years that I've known him have seemed to be some of the best work he's done in the ring. Uh, he's very crisp. His work's been quite solid as of late. So, you know, for a guy who's been in for over 21 years, stepping into the ring with three guys who combined don't have 21 years, I think it's going to be a learning curve for him. Oh, catching up on comments real quick. Michael King said, "Fine Italian, order the veal. Not a big fan of veal or lamb for that matter. But I will more than likely tear some chicken parm up or some ziti.
On the interview with taking my audio.
Well, we're currently waiting on all gold, no connection. Nah, that's not what occurred. He had to take his video off. I was able to um, secure something so that way the exterior conversations being held while he's on interview are not going to be heard by the masses of dumbasses, including, you know, the Joe Exotic youth. Oh, sorry.
My
I
apologies, my friend. I had a bunch of technological errors happen all at the same time. Got those sorted out. Came back more gorgeous than ever. Let's proceed
well,
with the interview, my friend.
we could hear conversation occurring in the background, so I muted your line as to not
Very good. Very
release
professional of you.
any secrets or anything that was out there. You got to protect your investments here. So that's the way we do business. It's
Very
the way
good.
we've always done business. Anyway, uh, so then you've got Luka Daniels on your team as well.
Luca Mania.
By and large, one of the fastest rising stars in the independent scene in our area.
Goat. Absolute goat.
Yep.
And then let's talk about Brino though. We ain't talked about Brino
We
yet.
we got to save the best for last. But Mr. King brought up a hell of a point here. He said AJ's improvements occurred in conjunction with his added responsibilities of guiding the team. That I agree with.
For sure.
I have never talked to AJ more in my life than I have in the last year. And it's been excellent to know. Excellent to know him. It's been excellent to see the change and the development in him. It's been fantastic. Comment came in from Brian Sisk. If the interview last night is any indication of what King Enterprises is up against this Friday night, then King Enterprises will beat all three of their asses all over the Welford Pavilion. Missy Childers has chimed in and said, "Hello, Brino. Brino has always had the championship material. He's out here wearing gold, but I don't see any gold on the exotic youth. So I would like to know what Brino is looking forward to the most in the match Friday, or does he have his sights set on another match down the road?" That will be a fantastic question. I will have to ask him when he returns. Oh, there. Speaking of, there he
No,
is.
please put that one back up on the screen. We don't I mean
Oh,
we do get a lot of interaction and a lot of questions on these, but this one I think is very well articulated and thoughtful. Let's put that one back up.
we will. Missy did say hello.
Mama Thunder.
And then here you go. Timothy Godfrey said that Brino's always had championship material. He's out here wearing gold, but I don't see any on the exotic youth. So he'd like to know what you are looking forward to in the match, or do you have your sights set on another match later on down the road?
Right now the only match I have my sights set on is this match. These guys have a ton of notoriety. They've been all over the place. And this will be like the first actual, I don't know if you actually know this, but we don't ever have to face real teams, or we don't ever face people with as many numbers as we have. It's always like one or two guys that we already like them beat the hell out of the rest of their team already, or we don't beat them up in the parking lot, or we just really have our way with everybody. But these guys have just as many numbers as we do, and they're coming as a unit. So this is the first real unit that we've had to face, and this will be pretty much like a litmus test to see if we even deserve to stay on top.
Right. Now, Ryan Mantis, who is one half of the Black Society, said interesting. Now,
Well, of course, it's interesting. Brino's face is on the screen.
well, beyond that point, I believe he was saying interesting as in your remarks about facing other teams, because you don't face as many teams with as much, as great a numbers as you guys do, or
For
you
sure.
as King Enterprises has, was the point of that. So yeah, that is going to be another right. And Mantis, there's this thing called timing, baby, and I have it. It's okay. Um, so with that being said, I agree with what you're saying. Yes, you guys have faced teams before, but you've never faced teams that have met you in numbers. They've never been
Yes.
able to match you in numbers when it came to KE. Jimmy Ward has chimed in and said, "Look at that pretty belt." Yes, that belt looks fantastic on the shoulder of all gold Brino Royce.
Well, I do appreciate the both of you, baby.
Well, this is also true. Uh, Channing Davis chimed in and said, "When Brino talk, people listen. All gold."
Damn, that's going on a shirt. I love that actually. And
Uh,
we'll Shannon baby, we'll make sure to get you your 20%. I love it.
20%, and we'll send him one just to be
Oh yeah,
nice.
for sure, for sure. Maybe he may even be familiar with a little bit more KE merch soon. Never know.
Never know. Let's see here. Brino, I always try to bring the best questions. I just don't want to overstep Ron's questions. Well, Timothy, I appreciate it. I really do. Brino needs to be redubbed the new gold experience.
I like that too. This man is the slogan maker tonight.
He's hitting on some things tonight. I may have to have conversations with Mr. Davis. I don't know Shane Davis. I think I've met him once. Huh. I believe I have met him one time at a show. And that's a pretty champion. Yes.
Oh man,
There you
Jimmy
go.
trying to make me blush on live.
Channing Davis said, "I cook."
Hey,
Yes,
you know what?
yes, you do.
Speaking of cooking, there's more flavor in this frame tonight than in Drew Hood's frying pans at home.
I mean, so let's be honest. That's not hard to achieve. Let's be honest. I mean, at least I'll give you this. So I want your video, and you've got something hanging behind you on that wall right there, right? So,
Right. Little
with that being
greenery.
said, yeah, your wall is more entertaining than Chase's promo was because it at least had something to it.
Hey, we are not gonna slander the
I didn't
American
slander.
blue. Listen, we will not bring him up, no matter how bland he or boring he is. We will not talk about it tonight.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Joe Dance chimed in. He said, "Indie King JT like to speak to him. You want to speak to who? You want to speak to Brino?
Well,
You
speak
know,
then, baby. Give him the platform.
listen, that may be something we can arrange. That really may be something we can arrange, JT. You let JT know to get at me, and then I'll put you in touch with Mr. King, and then Mr. King will put you in touch with Brino. So that's kind of how this works. Oh, so why isn't Brino coming to HVW? Is a question that was presented.
All right, my friend. We will actually not be talking about that tonight either. That is a shoot, ongoing thing, and yeah, we're gonna keep it nice tonight.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That is not public concern. Okay, let's see here. Angel Breath Beads Book and Design. Brino, I can get you a proof of that merchandise slogan tomorrow. When Brino
Very
talks,
good.
people listen all cold.
Do you see
Okay.
how quick my team works, Ron?
I you know, it's amazing we are live on air and these things happen. You know, there's something about this show that just smells like money. I don't know what it is. See here. That will let him know. Fantastic, Joe Dance. I look forward to hearing from you. Brino got cheated. That's why. Next question. There
What a
you go.
man. See, he's a team player already.
You could inform us on some of your role models from wrestling. I already know some of them, but let's inform fans.
Okay, question real quick. Are we talking about guys I know or like all-time
Both.
favorites? Both?
Both. Yeah, let's do both.
Hmm. Okay. Man, put it back up real quick.
That's from Timothy Godfrey.
Um, Deion Johnson for sure. Um, when I broke in about like the same time last year, my first ever, I guess, like controversy or run in happened with Deion Johnson. And it was in a situation where he and I didn't even speak, but it looked like we did. So the next day, people are like blowing up my phone. Hey, what's going on with you and Deion? What's going on with you and Deion? What's going on? We never even like exchanged that many words. So it wasn't that big a deal. But over time, he has become like an uncle to me. And I was afforded pretty much the opportunity to share a car ride with him on the way to the show, and I just learned so much about his life, his goals, his aspirations, and how he not only had them but achieved them. And his stature in the wrestling community, like right now, like that is for sure somebody I want to be like. Could not give enough props or love to Uncle Deion Johnson. That's my guy. That's Unc.
Okay.
Cole Maccabee for sure. By far one of the most professional promoters anybody could ever ask to deal with. Cole is pretty much on call all the time. That's coach. I ask him like just pick his brain about random stuff all the time. Whether it's wrestling, real life, work. Me and him are pretty much always communicating about something. And usually he's a very good neutral voice for me when I'm trying to figure out like, okay, what should I actually do? What do you actually feel about this? He won't bullshit me. He'll tell me straight. He'll tell me exactly what he would do, and we kind of have a powwow over that. And he usually gets me straight in the right direction. So those two guys for sure. Another one, Jimmy Ward. His overall demeanor is just like how I aspire to like move through life. Jimmy does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants to do it. If he wants to do something new, he'll do something new. If he wants to innovate, he'll go and innovate, and he's gonna pay for it with his own money, so you can't tell him he can't. I mean, Jimmy is a badass, man.
Agreed. Any
All
more?
right,
Or
run
we
next question. No. I
next
done
question?
gave enough props tonight. I'm supposed to be
Uh,
out here spitting negativity on exotic youth. I done been too nice on here already.
gotcha. Freight Train Jay chimed in. He said, "Yo, and finally a champ. Yes, we have a champion on with us tonight. Uh,
A champion, the champion.
the AWL heavyweight champion. Yes." Missy Childers chimed in and said, "Dion is an awesome guy. Love him. Yes, Dion is a fantastic person. Um, I've learned a lot from Dion myself in the in the time I've been around. He said, "Man, clown him." So look, Ace Ventura and the rest of the Joe Exotic youth, they're going to attempt to come in Friday night at the Welford Pavilion. They're going to make their attempt to, I guess, just try to stake claim in the Carolinas when we all know that Carolinas is king country.
King Country, baby.
We know what this is.
I mean, and I think it was cute whenever he was talking about, well, we've been to this state, and we've been to this state, and we've been to this state, and I don't give a damn. When you come to my state, I know exactly what's gonna happen. I mean, it is for sure impressive that they have traveled where they've traveled and they've gotten their accolades and they have taken opportunities. But the key difference between those guys and somebody like King Enterprise or somebody like a Brino Royce, they take opportunities, we make them. First of all, like first thing we ever did, we turned this business into an actual business. We made it actually profitable. We made the money come to us, the notoriety come to us, the opportunities come to us. Case in point, I want to say last month I was just thinking about how bad I wanted to work with and learn from Dr. Tom Pritchard. Talking about the Dr. Tom Pritchard, trained The Rock, trained Kane. So many big names in the industry. This man has touched them, made them great. Thing is, Dr. Tom's school is a little bit further than Brino would like to travel. So what I do, I talk to my team. My team worked their asses off, and in less than 3 weeks, Dr. Tom Pritchard is coming to Brino. And now on May 27th at the Welford Pavilion, anybody who wants to come and learn with the great doctor can do that. When Brino is in something, when I take an opportunity, when I make an opportunity, when I make something happen, it's usually good for everybody involved.
Right. That's going to be another hell of an event. Please follow along on social media so you can be there as well.
For
Uh,
sure.
Actually, you know what? I will do the world a favor. How's that? I'm such a generous person.
I mean, one of
I'm
the
gonna
most
go.
generous people I know.
I know, but and they don't know, but it's okay. They'll learn eventually. Uh, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you when and where and how, because I'm going to go get that ad just for you. So that way you can see it. You can be in a training with Dr. Tom Pritchard. There's a seminar going on at the Welfare Pavilion Saturday, May 27th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So guess what? You can come learn that day, then go work a show that night and put forth the education that you've received. By the time you leave that show, you will be worth even more money.
Come on
So
now.
that's what's
That's
up.
the name of the game. Up the stop.
I hope this one right here. Yeah, this is the same one. All right, I got the same one. I went ahead and got it. That
Yes,
was
sir.
awesome. So, the other thing of this is if you've never been to the Welfare Pavilion, this is what it looks like under the lights at night. This
That's
place
gorgeous.
is awesome. So,
Absolutely gorgeous.
there's people out there who are trying to play professional wrestling. Then there's this. This is professional wrestling. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait for the show. Um, I'm excited for Friday night. I'm off Friday. I've already made, dude. I called the cigar shop earlier today.
Very good. Good man.
Got the order set aside.
Good man.
You know, I talked to catering. I'm not sure what they're wanting to do, but I think I may have to throw a little something together. I
Okay,
may have to.
we'll get it figured out for the Royce Invitational, baby.
I may have to get something. May have to get something thrown together for this. Uh, Freight Train J did say the champ. What's the Facebook page? The Facebook page for Brino Royce is
My first and
Brino
last
Royce.
name, Brino Royce.
Yeah, that's it. That's the champ's Facebook page. Freight Train J said, "Bro, I want to go so bad, dude. You can go.
Come on
You
to the
trying to get
Brino show, baby.
you trying to get your buddy to get out there for his 21st? Hey man, look, this place is BYOB. So come on
And
with it.
look, and when you get there to the gate, tell them Brino sent you. Now they're gonna still charge you full price, but they'll be happy for you. Come on in.
Great. Tell those clowns to shave the no hawks. That's a good one. Reno doesn't have to have any crazy hair. He has class, intellect, and gold.
Come on now.
Brino, a businessman. Yes, he is a businessman. That's what we do. This is all about business. Max Carnage chimed in to say hello. What's up, Max?
Hey, I like that guy. How are you, Max?
I've met him once. Cool to meet him. Watched him work. Like this guy's batshit crazy. I love it. So I liked watching him work. Bro, I ain't trying to get stretched. Okay, well, you ain't got to come to the seminar and get stretched. Just come to the show, and you good to go. Timothy Godfrey said it's not your normal backyard venue. No, this is one of many venues in the region. But here's the kicker: is it in the backyard? Yeah, but that ain't a backyard wrestling show. Backyard wrestling show. When you say backyard wrestling show to me, I'm thinking about a trailer park in the middle of Clinton somewhere with
On some mattresses.
on some mattresses using damn laundry lines out there, clothes hanging lines to be the ring ropes and shit, and some I don't know dog posts maybe.
And somebody named Octavius Conway might be there. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe might be there. When you come to Brino, Steve, you'll absolutely beat your eyes shut and send your asses back to Georgia. I
That's
love it.
correct. I love that.
Yeah.
That's very violent,
Stravy
nice and
Stones
violent.
chopped in, my brothers. What's up, man? How you doing, Stravy? Bro, your pod lit. I can't lie. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. We try. We try. Timothy Godfrey was laughing at this. Bro, I'm saying indie wrestling is so much better than stuff on TV. I swear, it's more interactive.
Case in point, which one of those is Brino Royce in? Boom,
That's
already better.
that's a fantastic way to put it too. Light bulbs. What light bulbs? I'm confused. You got me on that one. Or is my show so lit that's light bulb? Zay Vega, my brother. What's happening, Zay? How you doing, man?
Big brother. That's big bro right there. Nobody's ever hit me harder than Zay Vega.
I was there for that. I was
You
there for that.
were. And I remember we had already gotten back to South Carolina and we had the doctor in the back seat. And we stopped to grab something to eat. And I was telling him how I was feeling. He was like, if you would have told me that in North Carolina, we would have been in the hospital.
Yep.
So I'm seeing spots, like I'm speaking just like slurred AF. I'm thinking I'm just tired. I took a nap and everything. He's like, that's a concussion, my dude.
Yeah. Nah,
So thank you,
I
Zay. I
knew
love you.
I knew something was up when I'm driving. You covered your face up. It's hot as shit in the car. You covered yourself up with the thing, and I'm like, "Are you all right?" And he was like,
And
"Yeah,
I
I just
mean,
want to close my eyes." And I
this is
didn't
in
think
the
about it
opening
right
of the
then.
match.
Yes, it happened at the beginning of the shit, and we still had to, and we worked the rest of the show. So, like I did, you were chilling, but it was
We had
still
a
it was
fantastic
rough.
match.
Y'all had a good match, even concussed. Stravy said, "Pod always lit, hotter than fire." Man, I appreciate you. Uh, Elliot Popston from the Lowdown Podcast has chimed in. He said, "Gentlemen, great to
I
see two
love
of
him.
TKE's finest." That's right, man. Thank you.
I love him.
He's such good
You know
people.
what? Damn it. Hey, don't show another comment. We're being too nice again. I keep forgetting I'm supposed to be roasting these idiots from Georgia.
Yeah,
So,
we
one
got
thing that
so
really,
many.
Ron, you about to piss me off.
Oh,
I love you. I'm so sorry. But I just got so much anger built up in me. I heard, what's his name? Cannon?
yeah, Bryce.
Yeah. He said yesterday that he and Exotic Youth had done more in their 5 years than AJ Frost did in 20. That hurt my feelings. So one, that's very disrespectful. And two, if that's the case, I feel like Brino Royce has done more in 2 than they've done in 5. Is that not correct?
That could be considered correct. Yes.
And I think if we check the stats, we check the metrics, you find out Brino Royce don't fuck around too often. You find out that Brino Royce get results when opportunities are in front of him. Is that not correct?
I would say yes.
See, we do this like stupid thing in wrestling where we start talking years. We start talking years and it sounds real good and we think years of doing something equates to skills in doing something. But real quick, I want you to raise your hand if you know a wrestler, referee, promoter, whatever they do on the show that's been around for years and years, but ain't never been worth a damn at the job. Whatever. Okay, let's get a little bit more positivity back. I feel better.
Okay, catch up with this. For the backyard wrestling, the light tube's got to be involved. Man, look,
No,
there's no
no, no.
no.
See, we started off cool. You had us in the first half. We thought you was gonna be a good contributor to the show, and you're gonna say something. Don't show another one of his comments.
Unless it's a vast improvement.
I'm
Unless
done
it's
with
a vast
him.
improvement.
He
Okay.
get one redemption.
Okay. You get one shot, freight train. We don't do light tubes. That's not here. See, South Carolina and North Carolina is different. South Carolina is the classic pro wrestling style. North Carolina is the land of extreme. And when you go down to Georgia, them bastards bleed buckets because that's the only way you get personality out of it.
That's pretty good.
Zay Vega is only because I love you. That was talking about that hit that gave you the concussion.
I love you too, dog.
Timothy Godfrey said Brino sells out venues. This is an actual statement. That is a factual statement.
Come on now. Let's do a dad joke. I may not be an artist, Ron, but guess what I'm very good at?
Drawing.
That's right.
Well,
Come on
so
now.
the other day there was a Facebook post. It was a question from somebody we know, and they said, "Do I have any friends that can draw?" And all these people started popping up being artists and things, and I'm like, "In what light do you mean this?" Because I don't know the answer. There's a couple of friends you have that can draw, but I mean, like, I don't know if you mean like artist or you mean like draw like this, because this is the draw I worry about. I don't worry about
Like
this.
like this
Yeah, like or like this.
or like this.
Yeah, like that.
Like
Yeah,
Brino
we
can
draw
draw,
like
baby.
this. We draw like this. We don't draw like this. We draw like this. There's a big
Yes,
difference.
sir.
Let's see here. Max Carter said concussions are the worst. Yes, I agree with that statement. I spent 9 months sitting in this chair thanks to one.
Look,
Uh,
it was pretty bad, but I honestly didn't have time for it. We went on to eat. We went on about our damn day, and I went home.
yeah. We had a good meal that night too. We had a
It's
solid meal
like
that night.
honestly, it did like actually suck though, but like I just had no time to be sick.
Right. Brian says, Brino, you are without a doubt chilling like a villain tonight. Definitely a true superstar, sir.
I like that now. I love when they rhyme.
He said, my messages are so delayed, y'all are looking at my shit 2 minutes later. No, dude, that's just how long I can get to it. Brino Royce is a supreme athlete, not some backyard lowdown, dirty street fighting urchin.
Yeah, he talking about that light
Accurate.
tube comment.
Oh, here we go. Bryce Cannon said, not hard when it's a limited seating at the venue.
Well, with you being in a little boy band, I bet you would know a whole lot about seating, and I ain't talking about chairs.
Oh, you know, it kind of makes me wonder, are they going to be. I wonder if they bring their own beer since it's a BYOB event. I bet you that cooler's loaded with Bud Light.
I was about to say whatever the Prius of beer is what they drink.
Oh, the Prius of beer. Got it. That's right. Yeah, we were talking about backyard in the sticks, and I was saying they always got light bulbs. Oh, he was saying that as in those style of shitty backyard shows have light tubes.
Well, you should
Not,
have
not
said that
just them,
first
but
time,
yes,
bum.
they do.
He on the bum list now.
He was saying about how the backyard shows like that, like we were talking about earlier with Doc Ock over there, have to have shit like that.
What did you call him?
Doc Ock.
That's great.
Not really, because I mean that's kind of putting a bad name on the Spider-Man villain who was actually relevant and decent. Um, so there's that. Uh, it's putting guys like that's what they need for their show to have sustenance. Whereas you know I've seen shows in parking lots that have had more entertainment value than that.
Well, to be fair, Octavius know a whole lot about sustenance.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes, he does. Oh, let's see here. Timothy Godfrey said that money drip. That's right. That's how
Yes,
we talk
sir.
about drawing. Jeremiah Skinner chimed in to say, "Yo, Bryce, bro, get me on the live. Bryce, call him out." What?
Do they all have the same profile picture? This is ridiculous.
I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. Bryce, call him out. I don't know what he's talking about. Every venue has limited seating. This is accurate. Um, Brino, you should definitely need to give Bryce a lesson in fashion because his dumbass looked like a bum.
Well, hey! You said it. You said it. I ain't gonna speak on it.
See, there's nothing wrong with making backyard wrestling great again. Yes, I agree with that. And it's not backyard wrestling, it's professional wrestling that happens to take place in a backyard. It don't matter where it
I
is.
mean,
Look at that
yeah, because
venue.
if we take into account where every where every venue is, I think we
Bro,
get into this mindset of just because it's in a building, it's better. That's not true.
nope,
That's not true at all.
no.
I very much respect the autonomy and the creative just control Jimmy has out there and what he does with it. Every time we go back out there, there is something new. I mean, to the pavement, to the back area, to us now having a dressing room back there, to us now having a locker room back there, to us now having a general chilling area, and they all look nice, very highly produced stuff. I mean,
Right.
you have to love this to for it to look like that, and it
Yeah.
shows. Yeah,
A true concrete pad that's not giving up. You've got an actual stage, full venue lighting. You've got a canteen. You've got a VIP section. You've got a stage, a sound booth. What more do you need or want
and
in a
let's look at
venue?
the professional railing. Like a lot of places that have buildings don't even have that.
Yeah, they don't even have guardrails like that. Oh, okay. This is Freight Train J. This is his Facebook instead of YouTube. He was on YouTube earlier.
Ah,
Okay.
we got a multi-platform.
Yep. How do you not read what is actually typed out? What did I miss? I'm not sure what I missed, but okay. Let's see here. Bryce Cannon.
Nobody.
Yep. I threw the venue pickup again. Am I the only one that noticed how crooked Bryce's hair was last night? It wasn't straight. If it was curved, mohawks are supposed to be straight. I don't think it matters. But the reality is, the dude had a hard time hearing or speaking or anything because he wasn't using headphones. Which, as you can see, look, professional and professional. We have headphones on because we know that this is how interviews are to be conducted. It's the best way.
Yes, sir. And we invest in ourselves. Run. How much do those run you?
Oh, these buck and a
Yes,
quarter.
sir. Okay. Very good.
I know enough to invest in a good product. Every component on my computer desk that has to do with not the computer itself is all from the same company. I find one company that makes great products and I stick with said company. That's how I do business.
Consistent. That's why you the consigliere, dog.
I feel the same way. David T. Dudley, Doc has chimed in. What is up, Doc? Yeah, see, look, who and what faction travels with a doctor? We do. We have our own team doc on staff.
Ron, I mean, I was just talking to Mike a little bit earlier today, and I was like, when the day comes, and it is probably sooner than it is later, when Brino King Enterprises days on the Indies are done, who else is gonna ever do it like we did it?
You know, that's a hell of a question, and there's going to be a huge gap to fill. I don't know who's going to be able to recreate or create the magic that has been created here.
And
I
not
really don't.
even just like for wrestling, but like real life magic. A bunch of y'all's managers, they give y'all a pat on the back. They stand there at ringside. My manager gets watches. My manager sends me to Florida so I can work at the Funkin' Academy. My manager makes sure that he can put stuff in place to make sure I'm able to work with Dr. Tom Pritchard. Like my manager in real life makes stuff happen, and I don't think he gets enough credit for how much he actually does.
Right. All three of the exotic youth wish they could be a real champion like Brino. Problem is, they aren't even worthy to lace Brino's boots.
Very good. I ain't even having to roast these boys. Y'all doing it for me.
Let's see. Timothy Godfrey said, need a team ref.
You know what? Ron, get that man a call after the show.
Oh, will do. I'll give him a call. I've actually been in. I've actually been doing that work in advance. I've got a couple of respectful prospects lined up.
Oh,
Speaking
very
of
good.
respectful prospects, we're going to see the exact opposite of that. Uh, hey, what's up? How's it going? That's from
Yeah, beat it.
Ashley. Huh?
Beat it.
Yeah. I'll share for y'all. Share what? I don't know what she's talking about. Anyway. Godfrey said, I'm sorry, y'all didn't mean to comment that. I was just irritated. Hey, look, we understand, Timothy. We understand, man. We get it. Uh, Here's the fun thing. We have spent almost the last hour talking about Friday. I'm ready for Friday. You're ready for Friday. I know
Yes,
Luca
sir.
is. I know AJ
Luca
is.
Mania. Yes, sir.
What all can we expect to occur Friday? Because I know that there's something up because there was something coming. There was something. I want to play this for you. Did you see this video yet?
The one of Mike.
Yeah, on that
I did
Swanton
see
pod.
it. I did. I did.
Do I need to play it again, or are you good?
Nah, nah. We're gonna
Okay.
keep that under wrap.
Okay. Because, see, there was a very interesting phone conversation partially captured there. And I don't think that anybody is ready for what's to come.
Nobody ever is. They always think they are, and just when they get comfortable, just when they think they got Katie figured out, we do something else, and we get what we wanted in the first place. And to Bryce's credit, yesterday the only smart thing he did say was, "Why would I go ahead and expose my strategy?" So that's the reason I don't want to play that tonight.
Okay. Very good. Uh, well, Mr. Royce, the closing segment is yours if you have any final remarks or anything left to say.
Oh yeah, I think what we as a because we don't operate as a faction often. But as a faction, we need everyone to know that we are very much focused, ready for this. We are not taking these boys lightly. No matter what we post online, we do see this as a very real challenge, a very real threat to what we built, what we're trying to continue building. Like I said, these boys have existed longer than we have. They traveled together more than we have. I'm not sure if all of them, but I know at least one of them is right up there with Luca. He's on TV left and right. This is not. We don't expect it to be easy at all, but we do expect to win. We expect excellence. That's what's gonna happen. They have an impressive name, impressive resume, impressive body of work. But at the end of the day, AJ Frost ain't got time for it. Luca Daniels is too strong for it, and Brino Royce just don't give a damn about it. Bryce
Gotcha.
Cannon came on this show yesterday. He showed his ass on my show in my house, cussing, cutting up, and carrying on like he paid the bills in my house, ain't it?
Right.
So I'm gonna tell you, when you get to my house, South Carolina, when you pull up to the Welford Pavilion, you knock on the door, Mr. Royce, can we please come in? I'm gonna let you in. I'm gonna take off my Louis belt and I'm gonna raise it up. And right when I get ready to drop it down on you, I remember this is a Louis. I put that back on. I don't touch you with the Louis. And then I think about it. What would Grandma Royce do? What would Grandma do? I'm gonna make all three of you go outside. You're gonna get a switch. You're gonna come back in Brino house, and then I'm gonna get the cutting ass left and right like I was Joe Jackson in 1973. And that's gonna be the story of King Enterprises versus Exotic Youth. Period.
Very good. Now, a few closing comments came in.
Let them through,
Maje-
baby.
Majestic Marie chimed in. She said, "My favorite, Brino."
My friend, how are you?
Uh, Timothy Godfrey said, "Thank you for coming on, Brino. Much respect to you as well as KE. No
No
hate on
problem, my
KE, and
friend.
you know it." Brian Sis said, "King Enterprises is simply excellence." Guys, thank you all very much for chiming in. Thank you, everybody, for coming and viewing the show. The replay will be up momentarily. Mr. Royce, thank you, as always, for joining me here. Uh,
Yes, sir. Hey, Ron, and guess what?
what's that? That's his customary exit. Guys, thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for all the reactions. Hit that like, share, subscribe. You know where to find everything we do. It's everywhere you can find it. Uh, that's how you make it successful. You get out as far and as fast and as hard as you can. It spreads like wildfire when you actually put air to it. So we'll see you tomorrow night. Then we'll see you at the Indies.